Okay, so anybody who knows me knows I love the world of steampunk, like just the whole Victorian way that that everything that happened in the Industrial Revolution happened during Victorian ages, with like, and I just love how romantic and how just amazing the worlds are. I'm a huge fan of H.G. Wells and like a lot of like like authors who really predicted futures like that. And steampunk is just right up my alley. And thanks to like a lot of like to like inspiration from a YouTuber known as Coops772, he actually did this weapon right here. He did his steampunk, and I was like, you know what? I really like how that looks. He may be selling it, but I'm kind of cheap right now, and I'm sorry for not supporting him for that. By buying one of his custom pieces. I want to actually do my own because I can actually look at it and say it is truly my own. So that's when I came up with this bad boy right here. This is a Nerf Hammershot painted sort of the same way that he did his, you know, and it's a great weapon. It's not that no, it's not heavy. It's just big and bulky. That's what I really wanted to do in a Nerf weapon. And I have to say that this is pretty much going to be what my steampunk character actually wields. Like I was looking for something like a long time ago. What can he actually wield? Like I was actually considering maybe steampunking a replica Mauser I actually bought when I was originally going to be doing Han Solo's blaster from Star Wars. Like I had that, then I was thinking about doing that, and I never did. And I was actually going to revisit the idea and actually steampunk it, but I never did. But whatever. But over the years, like I kind of decided on different Nerf guns for that purpose, and like one of them was the Maverick. That's that one right here. Pretty standard in the steampunk community that everybody uses that one. Then I was wanting to be different, so I was going to use this one over here. That's the Spectre, which was a really nice one. But then they introduced this one for these new Zombie Strike line, specifically for humans versus zombie games. And I have to say that this one just fit like every description I ever wrote in like my short stories based on my character, and I'm glad that I could finally put it into motion and finally actually get myself like a decent steampunk weapon, just like this one. And one of the great things about this actually is that I didn't do anything internally; it was just all like external modification. It actually still fires, so I can load it up and still fires. So I could use it for wars if I really want to. But what I did first, after disassembling the entire weapon, I didn't sand anything because I actually used this spray paint right here, Krylon Color Master. This is a no sanding color and primer, so I was able to, just prime everything up. Here's a picture of it as it was drying. Then afterwards, I took a little bit, to get the like the brown on the top here, this bottom part here, the handle here. I started using acrylic paint. This is, I just been using acrylic paint for that. That's brown oxide. Afterwards, I started to dry brush silver onto it, to make it all scuffy and worn and stuff. I started using this one, metallic silver, on there, and it came out really nice. And I was kind of puzzled what I should do next with it. And then I asked my wife for like some thoughts on it. And then what she did, she took it and she started. She actually touched up the black dots over here. She touched up the screws. She also like did some detailing on each of the corners here. Like the corners up here, on the bottom here, just so they can like look like a tarnished metal, which is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a tarnished metal, not anything like that. This could have been wood. I was actually thinking about painting the entire handle, the brown color to make it all wood, but this is actually like a gunmetal on the side here. You can see a lot better in actual light. I have just in my overhead light that doesn't give off too much light to begin with, but I do plan on dirtying up the handle here a little bit. I might use like a little bit of red just to make it, or a little bit of black, one of the two. Maybe some red just so I can make it all bloody, because this is supposed to be like be a weapon that was used in battle, and it's not supposed to be that pristine when it's all wrapped up like that. I don't really understand why they did that with this line, because there's quite a few and zombie strike blasters that actually do have the that on there. And it's just annoying. Like it doesn't add any comfort or anything. It just I guess they thought it looked cool. I actually wasn't gonna paint this, but then once again my wife convinced me that detail. So definitely taking her advice for a lot of things for that. So I do thank her for the detail work that she did, all the advice she given me, and I have to thank YouTuber Coops772 who inspired me to do this project. I'll have a link over to the video that he did in the description box below. And I'm going to do more of these in the future. I definitely want to. So I have a few more weapons I can actually incorporate to my steampunk character. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and keep watching. I'm going to do more of these, like I said, but unfortunately, I'm not taking any commissions. I don't have the time to really dedicate myself to, buying a Nerf gun just for the specific reason of painting it up like all nicely like this. Actually, a lot of my friends actually thought that this actually looks like a Gears of War or like a Mass Effect weapon. I think it more looks like a Borderlands weapon, honestly, because it resembles like something from the Jacobs line. Because I love it because the Jacobs line is one of the ones I use in the game a lot. So that's that. But thanks for watching. I will definitely show you anything else that I'll do for Nerf. And until then, like, favorite, subscribe, all that jazz, and keep watching. I got more stuff on the way.